just kind of talk a little bit about the hot start y'all had, and then just kind of grinding it out there.
Like I said, in Coach Preaches, I thought we were definitely on the edge in the first half. We definitely were sharp. I thought we were moving the ball well. You know what I'm saying? Getting great shots, not just getting good shots, getting the best shot we can. I think in the second half we weren't as sharp. We weren't as how would I say it? Probably on edge as much, And I think we definitely dropped the intensity a little bit, causing us to only win by I don't know. I think 18. Yeah, exactly. So I think that was the problem. But I mean, at least we got to win.
Now, talk to Coach Kennedy. This is one of those games where y'all had some bad spurts there in the second half offensively, but it never seems to affect your defense on the other end. Just talk a little bit about that for yourself and your teammates.
We preach defense all the time. We know our identity. Our identity is we're not. I mean, obviously we got players who can make plays offensively. We got players who can make shots. You know what I'm saying? Players who can finish. But our identity is defense. And that's what we preach on, and that's what we hold ourselves accountable on more than anything. Because defense wins championships. So I mean, there can be nights where you're not scoring, and obviously we had a couple of those in this year, in the course of the year, where we're not making shots well. But defense, it always keeps us in the game, always.
Solid win, plenty of mistakes to kind of learn from. Do you feel like this is kind of a good game to kind of shake out some bad habits leading into a big game y'all got this week?
I would say yeah, but I feel like some of those bad habits we shouldn't even had, including myself. I think some things that we do, including myself, I just feel like we got 11 games under our belt. You know what I'm saying? Some things we do, it shouldn't even happen, Especially going into playing in a team like West Virginia, those things can't happen. They can't, because if they do, you're going to get beat. They're a great team. They're a great opponent. They play defense same way we play defense, So, in order for us, I think we definitely got to tighten up in those areas and just be ready to play on Saturday.
First half, I thought. Second half, our inability to finish plays at point-blank range is problematic. And it's going to really be problematic Wednesday against a team like West Virginia, because when you have opportunities to finish plays at the basket, you have to finish them. At the end of the day, convincing win. We led it for all 40 minutes. I thought Jelly Walker in the first half was outstanding. Second half, not as good. Again, we just do things that are uncharacteristic, shoot left-handed layups on the right-hand side of the floor, try to go up and under as opposed to powering through a competition that you should be able to power through. But we'll continue to work at it, show them the tape. Again, flush this thing pretty quickly now. One of the reasons we did these games so quickly together, meaning Sunday and Tuesday, was to give us a 3-day prep for West Virginia, and we'll certainly need that moving forward.
Kind of going back to that kind of second half grind, defense really led that and kept Grambling really uncomfortable throughout that. They ended up with double-digit steals, blocks, 20-some turnovers.
Yeah, the issue was that every time, we forced a lot of missed shots, but they have 16 offensive rebounds. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We have to clean up our defensive glass. We turned them over 21 times. We have 14 steals. We win points off turnovers by 18, and ironically enough, we win the game by 18. That cannot be our only way to win, and it hasn't been. Our biggest win, obviously, was against St. Louis, and even though we turned them over a number of times, the points off turnovers were not the differentiator. But we've just got to get better with cleaning up defensive glass. And then our offensive execution in the half court. As the coach, my job is to try to put them in positions where I feel like they're playing to their strength. And honestly, I thought we were, for the most part, that way. I can't remember really a bad shot other than not finishing as strongly as we needed to.
Obviously, heading into a big game this weekend, do you feel like a game like this with mistakes you had maybe a good thing with the ability to maybe kind of shake out some bad habits maybe?
You know what I've learned, and I've done this now. This is my 15th year as a head coach. I've coached, almost 500 games as a head coach, and you learn something almost every game. But I've learned, honestly, this whole thing about momentum, I don't even know if it's real. I think you just got to prepare your team, and you got to go out and you got to play well. And when you have upperclassmen, one of the things that makes me mad after a 9-2 start, and we're right where we really deserve to be, is the fact that our attention to detail is lacking, and it just cannot be lacking against a West Virginia, or if we're going to try to win a Conference USA championship, and it can't be lacking out of guys that have logged a lot of minutes in college basketball. Some of it is the newness. The guys are still getting to know one another, and I understand all that, but we've got to be more accountable as it relates to our attention to detail.
And finally, obviously a bad break with Josh getting kind of in the end, but he was really pushing you on the defensive end right there in that second half.
You know what? His length and his activity I thought was really good. Now he played 21 minutes and he had 4 big block shots. He had 4 steals. He kept balls alive, 6 rebounds. Twisted his knee. I didn't see it. The good thing is he's walking around on his own. For a guy who's had 6 knee operations, torn ACL in both, you really don't know until you know. But all indications are he'll be fine. Thank you.